Hey everyone, happy Sunday. Okay, I went to both bin stores and was able to find some amazing deals. So everything today is $5 as usual on Sundays. And so let me go ahead and get some of these big boxes out of the way. First thing I did find at bin store number one was this self-heating pet mat. Now, I took it out already. I've already put it out in the garage for our cat. She's primarily an outdoor cat, and in the winter we keep her in the garage, but she's okay because she has her own little heater. There is a I can't remember what kind of heater it is that my dad installed over there, but we have our plants. My parents love plants, and half of what I nicknamed the jungle is in the garage. So she is sleeping among the plants. So she has her own little jungle spot. And part of the garage is carpeted. Yes, it is carpeted. And so she's fine. And if we don't open the garage, if my mom doesn't take her car out, then the garage will stay actually like almost 70 degrees in there. Because the, excuse me, the garage door sensor actually has a temperature gauge on it, and it shows what the temperature is in there. But then, sometimes, I mean, we actually had some really cold temps last week. It got down to, I think, 9 degrees. So the wind chill was like -2. And I know that it was warm in there, but it was not like, like warm enough to be able to walk around without socks, in other words. But I felt like she needed something extra, even though she's sprawled out, on the carpet there. So I found this. I had already been contemplating getting one on Amazon, but I'm so glad that I was able to find this. So I went ahead and put it down in the spot among the plants that she likes to sleep, where she likes to sleep. So we'll see. Right now, today, the temp has actually gotten up to like 57 degrees outside. So we let her out. She was eager to go out once I opened the garage. So yeah, she's she's outside, so we'll see. Hopefully she'll sleep in that back in that same spot on the mat, and we'll see if she likes it. Okay, so second item, I found this at, where did I find this? Bin store number two. I like picking these up because these are great for like when you're charging with a power bank. They're just the short ones. These are USB-C to USB-C. They're a half an inch. And yeah, they're braided cords. So I always like to have these on hand. I've got, I think, about maybe 3 or 4, but I'm going to give those to my nieces so they can use that with their own power banks. I found this mini spa rollers by Quiche. And, oh, I don't, that's the instructions to the clock I got last week. I thought these were kind of neat. I have seen, I watched this one channel on YouTube. I'm trying to think, Tokyo ASMR Massage, I think, or ASMR Tokyo Massage or something like that. And the massage therapist on there likes to use something similar like this on the face. And I just thought it would be really interesting. I've never seen these before, but yeah, nice little self-care tools. Let's get this. I'm going to probably, maybe I'll give this to my brother. For $5, it's not bad. So it's so big. Let me see if I can zoom out. I think that's as far as I can zoom out. So it's called Super Gut, the Gut Balancing Mocha Latte Shake. So this is has 20 grams of prebiotic fiber, no sugar, which is good for a diabetic like me, but it has 15 grams of protein. So this is really good for before or after you work out. So, and I like that it's resistant starch. It helps balance your blood sugar. And it's a pretty big bag. It has 100 milligrams of caffeine. Ooh. Either way, I mean, I'm going to look to see how much this is worth on Amazon, but that's where the expiration date is. Well, it says it expired 2024, but I don't know. We'll see. I mean, it's still sealed, so it should still be good. So I just stick that right there since there's not a lot of room. What else here? This was from Bin store number 1. And then this one was from, I think it was bin store number 2. I've been needing something like this. I have a feeling I've already bought something similar, and if I have, I'm going to give it to my dad. So it came with this. I don't even know. It's a magnetic mat. Not sure what I would need it for, but it's in millimeters, so that really doesn't help. But this is a precision screwdriver, but a mini one. And I always need something like this, you know, like to screw the thing on my sunglasses, to like when you have to like unscrew, you know, little tiny screws. And this is metal. It's better than the Dollar Tree pack, I think, that I have. And it has so many different, let me get up closer. It has so many different sizes. So I thought this would be a good deal for $5. And in fact, I do need to tighten the screws, excuse me, on my key sunglasses right now. So that's primarily why I bought it, because I knew I had to do that. Okay, this I got to bring back downstairs, but I also found this at bin store number 1. This is for our cat. It's just basically tuna and salmon, like, I'm not sure if, well, it says it's in gravy, you know, food. And there are packs in there, and I believe there are 12 pouches. Yeah, I got this for $5. I've never heard of this brand, but we'll see if she likes it. Hopefully she does. Our cat's pretty old. I think she's 13 now. And I keep telling my dad that, you know, she's getting older, so you gotta be, you know, mindful of that. Her teeth are probably getting old too, so she's not gonna be able to chew like all of this dry food, you know, that you give her. I found more beauty products, or skincare products, excuse me. So I found the Beauty of Joseon, 2 more. This is the Green Plum Refresher Cleanser, and this is the Glow Replenishing Rice Milk. I don't think I bought this one, and I know I haven't bought this. I am always on the hunt for more foaming cleansers because I go through it so fast. I do the 2-step process now with the cleansing oil, and sometimes in the morning, or actually at night. And in the shower, I still do it, but with more of like an exfoliant and then a foaming cleanser. So, and I rotate so much. So yeah, so I've been going through a lot of my cleansers now. I probably have like 8, you know, that are in my shower now. Like I said, I just rotate. So then I got this, which I found at bin store number 2. Sadly enough, I found 2, but only 1 was in a box. The other one was outside of the box, which was the first one I found. And I had to leave it there. So this is for my nieces. I had found the Stray Kids, what do you call this? The idol cards last week, which I haven't given to them yet. This is it right here. Okay. And then I found this. Now this is going for like something like $60, $75 on Amazon. It is the Stray Kids official light stick. This is version 2. So I think this is the $60 one. Anyways, they'd have to download an app for it to do everything it's supposed to do. Otherwise, it will just light up. I've gone ahead and put batteries. Now, the reason why I couldn't get both is because it was missing the battery compartment inside of this. And also, it wasn't in the box, which was kind of sad, too. I looked all over for the box, couldn't find it, so I had to leave it behind. I really wish I could have had 2 because I have 2 nieces that are interested. But if you can see here, there is, I don't know, there's probably a glare. There is a screen in there. So I put the batteries in, and there. So it does all these different lighting modes. And if you download the app, I guess it will sync with it, and then it will display like the singers or whatever on the screen that's in there. And, you know, I guess this is what they use at the concerts and stuff. Came with only 3 cards. I don't know if there was supposed to be a big pack of cards, but yeah. So it came with these 3. They're gonna have to fight over it. But I mean, they'll be happy the fact that this is an official light stick, you know, and it's pretty heavy. It's It's pretty good quality. I mean, yeah, they'll be happy. It's K-pop. They're actually going to be able to go to Korea, South Korea in the summer when they go to the Philippines for the first time, but they're only going to be, I think they'll only have like 19 hours in South Korea, in Seoul. And I don't know if they're going to have time to go shopping. My sister keeps saying that they won't, which doesn't make any sense to me because you're talking about shopping queen there. So she's probably just messing with them, saying that they're not, but I'm pretty sure they will. I also found this. This is the Mario Badescu skincare. This is the facial spray in aloe, chamomile, and lavender. Now, I tried this brand like maybe 10 years ago when my skin was just super, super oily still. And it was all right. I didn't really think it was that great. Kind of because of the fact that I'm pretty sure, you know, I mean, it's really for white people's skin, you know, to be honest. I'm Asian. So I like to use products that are made specifically for Asians. And so far, all the Korean skincare has worked wonders on my skin. But I don't mind like the facial spray, and I like to stock up on it because I use it daily. And this is pretty much, the only thing is it doesn't have hyaluronic acid, which is what I normally want in a facial spray. But I'm still willing to give it a go. I could use it like on the weekends, you know. So found that, and that's all intact. If I have to change out the bottle, I will. I have everything in that tote that I found last week, that big, right here, camo tote, which has worked out great, especially when I have to go shopping. So, all right, what else did we get here? Found this at bin store number 2. These are, and this is a crafty item. This is the way I'm looking at it. They're supposed to be 40 keys in silver, bronze, and antique gold. And these are great for, like, you know, when you're decorating like a junk journal or whatnot. And I just love the way that they look, you know. So I went ahead and just got it, so I won't have to worry about ordering it from like, you know, Shein or AliExpress or Temu or whatnot. So I know this will come in handy. I could probably put one of them on my, what do you call this? My traveler's notebooks, the covers. Okay. And so another item I picked up was this, not power bank, I'm sorry, power strip. And I like getting these. I'm using one right now downstairs in the living room because I've got 2 chargers hooked up to it, so that when I want to charge my phone or my tablet downstairs, that's where I take it to. But this one you can charge up to, gosh, there's a lot. So it's 2, 4, 6, 8. And then you've got like USB-C and USB-A here. It's also good for travel, you know, if you want to. I haven't plugged it in yet to make sure it works, but I'm pretty sure it does because the box was it was pretty much intact in the box. There were some other ones that they had that I looked at that were smaller. It had only 3 though, 3 outlets, but I decided not to get it. And this is a great deal for $5 to have whenever we need to be able to plug in a bunch of stuff. So yeah, got that. Let's put that here. Finally found some crafty stuff. Really amazing. Bin store number 1. It was actually the first thing that I found. These are stickers, but they're super shiny. Now, if I was able to go like on $1 day or $2 day, you know, I'm pretty sure this would still been there, but I can't because I'm working. I don't know. I was thinking about not going to the gym on Tuesday and then going there $2 day, but I forgot. It's my hair appointment because I go every 8 weeks, so I won't be able to go again this week. Anyways, this is what it looks like, and they're kind of holographic. So I've got like this beautiful, I guess, red, and then we've got the blues. Oh, here we go. This is what it looks like on there. This one is, I guess, gold and black. Yeah. And then we've got the greens. We've got, I don't know. what you want to call this, but it's more rainbowish almost. And then we've got the purples. So they've got little sayings on them. But yeah, it's been a while since I've found crafty stuff like this. So I was happy to still pay $5 for it. Although, like I said, I'm pretty sure I would have found this like on $2 day, because nobody ever pays attention to this kind of stuff. Okay, almost done here. So I found this. I'm going to give it to my mom for her trip to the Vatican. This is a universal phone lanyard. I had been looking at them on Amazon, and I'm glad I found this. So we don't only had to pay $5, but you basically insert this in where the battery, you know, the plug on your phone goes, and then you can just wear it crossbody. I figure, you know, she can make use of this. If not, my sister can make use of it, but not in the Philippines, because that just entices them to freaking, you know, try to grab it from you. Never do that when you're in a third world country. Okay, and then the last two. So it's kind of funny. Okay, I had shown, was it last week, that I had found a Hobonichi. And, you know, here's the thing. When I walk into these stores, I always think about what I want to find, okay? Because when you do that, you know, sometimes it'll manifest, right? And sure enough, I mean, I found another Hobonichi, 2025. Now, I couldn't believe it. It was like, it was actually, you know, laying in there like this, and I'll insert the little clip of when I found it. But I saw just Hobonichi, and I was just like, no, I can't believe it, not again. So let's see which one this is, because I'm wondering if this is the One Piece one, you know? Let's see, I don't know, it might not be. But I just think it's funny that I found it 2 weeks in a row. What are the chances, you know? Oh, I think it's just a regular one. It's the Japanese one. Yeah, it's the Japanese one, but that's actually, no, it's the English one, but that's okay. Because the last one that I found last week was the day free. So that's kind of good that I found this. Kind of wish that I hadn't ordered one back in September, but I didn't know that I was going to find this. So, you know, I can always make use of it. I don't have to always use it for the year that it was made for, because I'm using, as I've said before, an A5 as a backup journal for when I want to really expand on stuff. So yeah, so I found that. And then here is the biggest item, the biggest ticketed item that I found, which was a complete shock. Now, let me give you a backstory. Whenever I go to the bin store, you will always find repetitive stuff like phone cases for older iPhone. It's mostly iPhone cases. You'll find Kindle covers. What else? Like, I'm trying to think of all the stuff. Like, you'll always find HDMI cables, stuff like that, right? And, you know, the first time that first big ticketed item, and I'm looking for it here because I know I have it here somewhere. The biggest ticketed item that I'd ever found was back in 2022. And it was on a Friday, which is like, you know, the restock day, and this was when I kind of first started shopping at the bin stores. And I would go after work, and I would just, like, you know, go through every bin. Oh, and my motto is always look underneath everything at the bottom, because sometimes you'll find the gems. And the first thing that I had ever found was an Amazon Kindle. Okay. And this is it right here. Now, this is a cover that I also found sometime later on at one of the bin stores. But yeah, I've got to charge it. It's been a long time since I've used this. So this was a 2019, I think a 10th generation. Yeah. And, you know, it was my first time getting a Kindle. I'd always kind of like put it off because I was kind of like, oh, I just can't imagine reading a book like on an electronic device because I kind of like holding the books. But after I had done my trip to Japan, I realized the convenience of having something like this because, yeah, you know, you're carrying everything, and then a book is just additional space and weight, right? Having an electronic device, you know, an ebook is great because then I have all my books at my disposal, right? And especially with my favorite books, because I would reread them so much that they would fall apart and then I have to buy another one. I would never buy like brand new. I always got used books from my library or from the used bookstores to replace the paperbacks, and then finally decided, okay, now I'm just going to get hardbacks, right? I still have the hardbacks and I'll still always buy regular books. But for the convenience of like when I'm traveling or if I'm like, you know, eating lunch somewhere and I want to read, it's great to have this, okay? So I need to charge this. But this was the biggest ticketed item. It was brand new in the box still. And it was underneath a whole bunch of stuff. I was shocked. I could not believe that I found it. And it was funny because I showed it to one of the employees and she said that I must have found the last one because they had put 3 out that day. And she knew that 2 of them had already been purchased because she was the one who rung up the customers. So, you know, she was like, yeah, you got really lucky. So I was just like, I couldn't believe it. And so I've always used it, you know, it's really come in handy and stuff. But the only problem that I have is as the years have gone, it's become a little bit cumbersome because the fact that it's an older model, it's slower, you know? So it's kind of hard for me to, when I'm reading, sometimes it takes a while to kind of boot up or to update or whatever to load the book. So I'd already been toying with like buying a new Kindle. And I was looking and it was just like, oh, do I really want to spend over $100? You know, I mean, I have this, but do I really want to spend, you know? So I just held off. And I was just thinking about it actually the other day. And then lo and behold, I go to bin store number 2. And like I said, there's always plenty of Kindle covers. And I always pick them up and look at them because, you know, I always have this crazy idea. What if there's a Kindle in it, you know? And so I saw this and I picked it up and I was like, wait a minute, this is heavy. Could it be? Oh my God. It was a Kindle inside. And this is brand new because I've already set it up. But yeah, I could not believe that I actually found one and it works. And I'm so happy because this is a 2024, it's a 12th generation and it's USB-C, which I'm so glad because the other one I have is the USB-A, the old, you know, charger or cable. And this has a better battery life and I love the cover it came with. So I don't even have to get a cover. You know, I could not believe it. And it was just like underneath a bunch of stuff. And I'm pretty sure everybody had been ignoring it because today is Sunday. The reset is on Friday. So that means it went 2 whole days with nobody touching it probably because the fact that you always see tons and tons of covers. So they just ignored it. And like I said, I picked it up and bam. So I just saved myself like how much money. I am so happy to find this. Now if I could only like find like a Samsung Galaxy, you know, Tab 9 or something like that, or a new laptop or whatnot, but that's gonna be even harder because those are much bigger items. So yeah, but anyways, so that's the amazing find that I found today. And yeah, this is the reason why I love going to the bin stores. I mean, you just never know what you're going to find, you know, and you can get some really, really amazing deals. So definitely look for one in your area if you're able to. Just do a search of Amazon returns bin store, and you'll find a website that will list all of them. And all you have to do is just search it by state and then by city. There seems to be a lot more of these in the South, in the South itself and in California, but more in Southern California, I think. I'm not really sure about the rest of the country, but who knows? I mean, they're pretty sure they're going to be, they're becoming popular. So there's still other bin stores here in Memphis that I haven't even gone to yet because they're on the other side of the city. But I don't know, maybe one day, maybe one Saturday Saturday, I'll go and check one out. But my goal actually is to eventually start vlogging and vlogging while I'm shopping at these stores so you can actually see what it's like to shop there. Experience it with me. It would have been great. I was like thinking, it's like, I wish I had a vlogging camera on me, at the time when I found this, because you should have seen, because like I just kind of like just gasped and then just quickly put it in my my cart and tried to like not show that I just found an amazing deal because there were a lot of people around me, But boy, I was like looking around in that bin trying to make sure that there wasn't another one, So, all right. But that's it for this week. I hope everybody's had a great week and a great day. Bye.